Hi, I'm stressed and drowning in work, so here's a very quick, admittedly low-effort rundown of the books, movies, TV, and music I got to this month. Okay, let's do it. I started off the month with The Devil All the Time. This book is quite dark and quite disturbing. Essentially, it's about very bad people doing very bad things, but also just trying to find some sort of happiness in life. It just so happens the things that bring them happiness are awful. Interesting read, would recommend if you're looking for something gruesome. 4.5 stars. Then I reread the Hunger Games series. I'm not going to go into it here because I already made a whole reading vlog seeing how my opinions of them have changed since I first read them, so go check that out for my in-depth thoughts. I'm Thinking of Ending Things is strange and dark, and I did not have fun reading this. Having said that, it was very good. It was atmospheric, spine-tingling, and had me fearing for my life. I think I would have enjoyed it a little more if I read it in longer chunks. I read the majority of it in like half-hour stints between my morning and afternoon class while I was having lunch, so I wish I could have spent longer periods of time with it. The same goes for The Devil All the Time, actually. Regardless, it was still something. 4 stars. I watched a ton of thrillers because it was October, so let's go over them rapid fire. American Psycho is the reason I don't talk to anyone. I'm not out here trying to get murdered. Christian Bale was fantastic. The character of Patrick Bateman is an intriguing one because he's clearly a psychopath, so he's trying to blend into his surroundings, but also his psychopathy makes him want to stand out. Very contradictory. 4 stars. The Devil All the Time was pretty good, actually. I enjoyed the book a little more. It handled timeline, pacing, and character stuff better, in my opinion. I also think the movie was a little tamped down on the gruesome factor, which was kind of disappointing. I feel like if you're going to tell this story, you've got to go all the way while still being tasteful, and I know that's hard. It's just, there was many scenes that had me screaming in the book that had me screaming less in the movie. 3.5 stars. I really liked Silence of the Lambs. Hannibal Lecter is both horrifying yet endearing, which makes him doubly horrifying. It's a very well written, acted, shot, edited, everything movie. As I said in my Letterboxd review, kinda lit, not gonna lie. 4.5 stars. Then I rewatched the entire Hunger Games series and had way too much fun. I love this story, I love these movies, and yes, I know they're not the greatest films ever made, but I have a special place in my heart for them. Catching Fire is peak cinema, do not fight me. The Hunger Games gets 4 stars, Catching Fire gets 4.5, and both Mockingjays get 3.5. American Murder, The Family Next Door was just devastating. May this man rot in hell. I rewatched BlacKkKlansman. I really like this film. First, it's an insane story, and second, the way it's executed is very good. Hard-hitting, uncomfortable at times, but honest. The fact that you could take news footage from 2020 and edit it into the ending of this movie seamlessly goes to show that this is still a struggle, and anyone who says otherwise is clearly wrong. Also, I love Adam Driver. 4 stars. I ended off the month with both Paddington movies, and these films are unironically some of my favorite movies now. They're sweet and perfect for kids, but can still be immensely enjoyed by adults, and you can tell the love that went into making these movies. Paddington is so precious, and I love him to death. The first one gets 4.5 stars, the second gets 5. I rewatched Peaky Blinders Season 5 for no other reason than my sister was finally getting around to watching it for the first time, so I wanted to revisit it. It's still great the second time around. This is probably one of the darkest seasons, seeing as everyone is very messed up, namely Tommy and Arthur. Tommy needs immediate help, but he doesn't realize it, or maybe he does, but he doesn't know how to get it, so you're just watching him keep climbing upwards, deteriorating mentally, pushing away everyone around him while doing so. Honestly, I think he'll be his own downfall, which is really interesting. Very Macbeth of him. At least Arthur knows he needs help, but he's not getting it, especially since Tommy doesn't know how to help. It's a devastating story where we're rooting very hard for them, but you also know that they need to stop or they will all fall. Can't wait for Season 6. 4.5 stars. Lastly, I finished Season 1 of The Legend of Korra, and gotta say, it was pretty good. Although I'd really like both Korra and Asami to get over this hetero crap and get together. Bolin is the only valid hetero. Iroh is so hot, he was in the show for a criminally short period of time, and I hope we get more of him. Season 1 gets 4 stars. Can't wait to keep going. The Neighborhood put out their album Chip Chrome and the Monotones. This album feels quite chill? It has a mellow vibe with a hint of darkness, some more mellow than dark, some more dark than mellow. I think my favorites are Pretty Boy and Devil's Advocate. I especially love the guitar riff in Devil's Advocate. Again, it just brings mellow and dark to my head, and I don't know how else to describe it. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm not doing a very good job of summarizing my thoughts on this, and I'm gonna attest it to the fact that I spent 2.5 hours in accounting class, then 2.5 more consecutive hours in advanced functions, and now I'm writing this and my brain is goo. In short, Chip Chrome and the Monotones get 4 stars. Blackpink's album titled The Album is pretty good, but I'm also kind of conflicted because a number of the songs follows the formula that a ton of their previous songs have, so it's kind of repetitive, but at the same time I still enjoy those songs immensely. Like, I feel badass when listening to them, and those are the ones that tend to be my favorite too, so I don't know. I like How You Like That, Pretty Savage, Crazy Over You, and Love to Hate Me. 3.5 stars. And there you have it. There was a very quick summary of the books, movies, TV, and music I got to this month. Outro, like, comment, subscribe. I make videos every Friday, though they're usually much better than this. Please trust me on that. Follow me places. Okay, cool. Bye.